Hey, with Justin Woolley coming in. Well, it's become very clear that the DoD, run by the Council on Foreign Relations, is very threatened by the awakening, by the Truth and Freedom movement. So here we are on the U.S. Defense Department's own website, and by 2016, they want 133 teams, a total of 6,000 people, to spy on you, to corrupt your data, to break into your computer, to build files on you, and to also link up with the Air Force so they can drone strike you. We've already seen Eric Holder and Barry Soetoro try and fight in Congress to try and justify just drone striking American citizens, NDAA or National Defense Authorization Act style. And here you can see Air Force Cyber 24th Air Force. So yes, they are literally tying the Air Force into this.
You suggested there may well be circumstances in which it is permissible to use drones to target a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil. Does the Constitution allow a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil to be killed by the U.S. government?
I do not believe that. Again, you have to look at all of the facts, but on the facts that you have given me, and this is a hypothetical, because the possibility...
General Holder, I have to tell you, I find it remarkable that in that hypothetical, which is deliberately very simple, you are unable to give a simple one-word, one-syllable answer, no. I think it is unequivocal that if the U.S. government were to use a drone to take the life of a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil, that would be a deprivation of life without due process.
And they're going to do it. They're going to do it regardless, and they've already proven they don't care what Congress says. They just undermine Congress every chance they get.
And I've told my administration, we're going to look every single day to figure out what we can do without Congress. What can we do without? I believe in the Constitution, and I will obey the Constitution of the United States. We're not going to use signing statements as a way of doing an end run around Congress. All right?
Unveiling sweeping executive actions on immigration, President Obama offered a deal to millions of undocumented immigrants now spared from deportation. Ted Cruz, who tweeted, President Obama's unconstitutional amnesty is in defiance of Congress and the American people.
Amnesty is the immigration system we have today.
ICE officers are being told to walk away from hundreds of thousands of cases of illegal aliens.
And the president dared Congress to act.
And to those members of Congress who question my authority to make our immigration system work better,
68,000 illegal immigrants convicted of a crime were released in the United States.
Or question the wisdom of me acting where Congress has failed, I have one answer. Amnesty is the immigration system we have today.
Army Cyber Command, U.S. Cyber Command, U.S. Fleet Cyber Command. So they have all these military-industrial complex apparatuses gearing up to go full tilt across the internet. And check this out. They have a $1 million scholarship type thing going on through DARPA to try and see if they can generate all these crazy algorithms and programs to attack us. I'm sure that's what DARPA specializes in, Terminator technology. You know, DARPA is bought up by Google, the largest defense contractor in the world. And we've seen just a lot of criminals through Google and Microsoft and the rest of them, Bill Gates and his genocidal operations. And here you go, the NSA's new look at cybersecurity. Of course, the NSA is in on all this. Yep, that's what they're doing, building a cyber workforce. Okay, now get this. Oh, this is hilarious. Hail to the newly nominated cyber chief. Yes, hail. Can I get a Z-Heil, please? All right, check this out. Director of National Intelligence James R. Clapper has praised President Obama's nomination of Navy Vice Admiral Michael S. Rogers. Oh, you remember James R. Clapper, right? This clown who committed perjury on the stand before Congress, a felony offense? Yeah, exactly. Meet James Clapper. He's Barack Obama's Director of National Intelligence. He was asked by Congress, does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans? His response? No, sir, it does not. Like if you are tired of being lied to. Yes, I am tired of being lied to. I bet you are too. So all these criminals with their illegal alien invasion through Department of Homeland Security, their false flags to try and have you disarmed, all this criminal legislation trying to ban body armor and the rest of it. These people dealing with the UN, setting the UN up for their invasion, hooking up the U.S. Air Force to their nefarious spy agencies and the rest of it. That's what the NSA stands for, Nefarious Spy Agency. So, yes, they are really, really pissed off that we have been so effective at waking up people and breaking their CFR-run teleprompter reading mainstream garbage propaganda machine television programming for the masses. So they are going to come after us. You're going to start seeing YouTube channels disappearing. You're going to start seeing data disappearing. You're going to start seeing computer hacks on Truth and Freedom run computers. You're going to see people getting drone striked. You know, I'm telling you, this type of garbage is coming. And what you need to do is several things, ranging from very easy, basic things to do to protect yourself, your data, and the rest of it, and to keep the whole Truth and Freedom machine going, all the way to the more sophisticated and pretty hardcore options. Some easy things you can do is use a screencasting program, much like what I'm using right here, and log what you're viewing on the internet before it disappears, so you have it. And then another easy thing you can do is back up your files, including your screencasts and any data you download that's of significant interest in regards to combating tyranny and exposing truth and the rest of it. Download it to thumb drives, external hard drives. You can get yourself a 2 terabyte external hard drive from certain manufacturers for just under $100 these days. Okay, that pretty much has you set as far as backing up your data. For under $100, that's the way to go. Do not use the cloud. Okay, the cloud is another thing, almost a whole nother video's worth of a discussion. But you do not have physical possession of your data when you're storing it or running it through the cloud. You're pretty much running it directly through Google and NSA servers instead of, you know, having it actually physically written as information coded on your own hard memory like your hard drive or your thumb drives or whatever else. So don't use the cloud. And that's pretty much all of the simple stuff. You back it up or record it. Some more complicated things are you can build your own personal server and operate from that server. I'll link videos on how to do that. It's a little bit more complex. It takes you some time, but it's nothing that you can't learn with very intensive walkthroughs and tutorials on the internet. It's pretty much just like being in a college classroom, except on your own time, and you get to select your professor. There's plenty of people that are breaking this stuff down and making it so the common man can truly have access to key information in regards to how to embark on various do-it-yourself projects, whether it be technological or otherwise. Some of the more complex to add to building your own personal server and operating off that. You can also use bot networking or remote computer access. You can set up various different computers at different locations. Maybe you set one up at your parents' house, see distant relatives, friends, and family, just good people that, you know, be like, hey, yeah, this computer's just going to sit here and kind of do its own thing. If you could leave it alone, that would be awesome. It's for the Truth and Freedom media fight, and I'll be remotely accessing it. So that would probably be, you know, just something you could tell them out of many of things on how they could help you out. So, you know, plant various computers, access them remotely, and yeah, you can get a lot of work done that way. I mean, you can operate so many proxy YouTube accounts and the rest of it to you really just kind of have everything you need everywhere you need it to make sure that you don't get squashed by these cyber CFR commandos here trying to just kill the Truth and Freedom movement. Another thing is, in the event that you get raided or drone struck, you might want to take all of your really, really best data, put it on a thumb drive, put it in a weatherproof capsule, bury it, and let a third party know where it's at. So in the event that you go, your data can be retrieved, then re-uploaded, and then put back together and all that. And also the individual receiving that could also then notify other people of what happened, so you don't just disappear, you know. So you're not just going, people wondering where you're at. You know, did he get drone struck? Did they raid him with Department of Homeland Security? Did the blue helmets come get him? Very important that people know what goes on, even if it involves people disappearing, which I don't think is a very large problem right now. I had, the suits come visit me. They were curious, but I'm still here. So, in fact, I shared some information with them to help wake them up to the truth and freedom side of things, and I'm pretty sure that's where they're at, seeing as, well, I'm still here. That's just about all I got. I'm sure there's other ways to combat these criminals here, trying to break in people's computers and spy on them and set them up for Air Force drone strikes and just massive DARPA programs here, and the NSA, with their leaders committing perjury and having a say-so in other criminals who open up our borders and sign unconstitutional executive orders and the rest of it, and nominating cyber goons. Well, you guys have a good one. Take care and protect your data and keep in the truth and freedom media fight, because it is a big fight to be had. All right. You guys have a good one. Take care. Hey, but Justin Wu Lee coming in. So London sent me this link right here. Very important. Appreciate the heads up, London. Takes us right over here. Congress has just overruled your First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights as of 12/12/2014, which is when this was posted and when this bill passed, which is 2 days ago as of me making this post. Bill H.R. 4681 says the intelligence community can collect, retain, disseminate all electronic communications, including voice calls, without any constitutional restrictions. I don't think so, you treasonous scumbags, because the United States Constitutional Republic's Constitution and Bill of Rights is one massive restriction on government tyranny and out-of-control treasonous behavior. So there is really no such thing as a bill that is anything but null and void and treasonous garbage that undermines our constitutional republic. It goes on to say, not only does this apply to all U.S. citizens, but everyone else in the world. So they're basically just writing laws to try and justify and legalize the treasonous behavior they've been doing all along through the NSA data centers and the rest of it. And this is kind of interesting that they passed this bill 2 days ago, because 2 days before that, or 4 days ago, I posted this prophetic video, Prepare for State-Sponsored Cyber Terrorism, which is what they just signed off on that bill. This is kind of hilarious. I was snooping around the DOD, which is our entire military-industrial complex run by the CFR. And in this video, I showed you guys how by 2016, this is from the DOD's own website, mind you, by 2016, they want 133 teams or 6,000 people. You probably want even more than that, but they'll get what they can get in their cyber domain. Yes, they think they own the internet and all of your information and communications. And they're just going to steal all your stuff. I go on to mention in this video how on the website they have it linked up to all the branches of the military, including the Air Force, which they'll be needing to drone strike you when they deem you a domestic tourist for trying to defend yourself or insinuate that others should defend themselves against treasonous tyranny. These tyrant scumbags, these unconstitutional non-representatives that by the code on the books for high treason should be put before a firing squad. And if the courts do not generate such results, we the people's firing squad is much bigger and more effective anyway. So yeah, keep signing this treasonous legislation and attach your name to it and let us know who to go visit for committing high treason. Just keep it up. Yeah, just keep signing off on it. You leave that little paper trail. Let us know who's going down. You treasonous scumbags have no clue what you're dealing with. You literally have hundreds of millions of people just ready to squash you. You scumbags are done.